Rob, what is our first main topic today?
John, our first main topic comes to us from Darren Frye. With everyone being really excited about Hugh Jackman, and let's face it, we all are, I'm honestly more concerned about two more important characters to Deadpool, Cable and Domino. I'm not saying they're more important characters than Wolverine, but I think they are more important to Deadpool. And I think it is really important they come back. There is a report that Zazie Beetz is in talks to return. How important do you think that is? And what about Josh Brolin? Thanks.
All right, Darren, thanks a lot for sending that in. And of course, Zazie Beetz, Josh Brolin as Domino and Cable in Deadpool 2 were great. They were fantastic. Great. Do I think it's important that they return for Deadpool 3? No. Would I enjoy seeing Josh Brolin back as Cable? Yes. Would I enjoy seeing Zazie Beetz in anything but coming back as Domino? Yes. Do I think they're needed to make Deadpool a great Deadpool movie? To make Deadpool 3 a great Deadpool movie? Absolutely not. They weren't in the first one, and that's arguably the better one. I'm not saying that means take them out and the movie will be better. What I'm saying is that proves you don't need to have them there. So when I look forward and I hear about Deadpool 3 coming, listen, it could be 2 hours of Deadpool and Wolverine in a car the whole time, just bantering, and it'll be one of the greatest movies of 2024 or whenever it comes out. I think it's 2024, right? Yeah. It'll be one of the greatest movies of the year just based on that. However, would I like to see them back? Yeah, and you know what? It sounds like maybe they will be. This comes to us from the folks over at CBR who write, Zazie Beetz recently met with Marvel Studios to discuss reprising her Deadpool 2 role in the film's upcoming sequel, according to industry insider Daniel Reichman. The star previously publicly expressed interest in portraying Domino again. However, she remained coy about whether any discussions had taken place. Reichman's report seemingly confirms Beetz is indeed in the running to return for Deadpool 3, although it's worth noting that neither Marvel Studios nor the actor herself have officially commented on her involvement with the project. Now, she had actually taken her first meetings with Marvel. I can tell you this. Her first meetings with Marvel were a long time ago. I that much I can tell you. She probably also met with them again recently. But Rob, again, it's one of these things. You can't write the script for Deadpool 3, have Domino be a prominent part in it, and then figure out if Zazie Beetz can be in the movie.
Right.
Like that's something you have to have, your eggs in a row. You got to be ready to go there. I loved the way Domino in Deadpool 2 was nothing like Domino in the comic books. But you know what? I loved this character in the movie.
I did too.
I loved the whole nonchalantness of her character. I thought she was great, whether it's in some of the ways her ridiculous luck power would come into play, or even just her tone and demeanor, like standing in a room with Deadpool in certain conversations. It was great. Play that off of Josh Brolin's Cable, which would be great because the Thanos jokes will roll like crazy if they do this. So I personally do believe that both Cable and Domino will be in this movie. But again, I would also be okay if they weren't, because I don't think they're needed. The only two that are needed is obviously Ryan Reynolds, good Canadian kid, and Hugh Jackman, good honorary Canadian kid. So anyway, Rob, you hear about this. Do you think she's going to be back as Domino? Do you think it's important that she's back?
Well, I think she probably will be back. I think that, and probably Josh Brolin as Cable as well, only because they were so fun and they were successful. I hope Negasonic Teenage Warhead and I hope Colossus.
Colossus and her, I would argue that Colossus and Negasonic are more important.
I totally agree.
Cable and Domino.
And then our landlord lady.
Oh my gosh!
I
mean, she'll be back.
Yeah,
She's got to be back, right?
Yeah. I would imagine so. I mean, they don't need. I mean, Wolverine is Domino and Cable worked really well in Deadpool 2, but frankly, I mean, if you have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, you don't need Cable and Domino. I mean, they can be in it; it could be fun, but the focus is going to be on they're like you said, their banter. People want to see Wolverine and Deadpool together. No slight on these actors, because I really liked Domino and Cable. I thought Brolin was great as Cable, but you don't need them. They don't need to be. You've got what you've got. And then having Wolverine, it gives the movie, it's sort of distinct. You've got Deadpool 1, 2, and 3. But look, they all work really, really well together. So why not? Why not put them in the movie? I don't want this to be an overstuffed in a way, I mean, I'll probably love it anyway because I love the first two Deadpool movies. But I don't want this to be overstuffed with a bunch of other characters.
By the way, I've had a buzz go off I'm looking on IMDb right now. I can't find the woman who played his landlord. Didn't she die?
Oh, did she die?
I'm looking on IMDb right now. I can't, but I'm going to feel really bad if she didn't, because as soon as we talked about that, I had this buzz go off in my head, and I'm looking on IMDb right now.
She might have. I mean,
but I can't see that. So
Loretta
no,
Lynn
that's
died.
the singer. That's the singer. We're talking about the woman for what's that? Huggins. Yes.
Leslie Uggams. Yeah.
But did Leslie? I think I remember. Didn't she like pass away like 2 years ago? I can't remember. Now I'm going to feel really bad. Okay, well then there you go. I had it for some reason, I had a buzz going off in my head that she'd passed away. But at any rate, it comes back again to what we were talking about before. I said the only two that are needed here are Wolverine and Deadpool. But I will be tremendously disappointed if Colossus isn't back. Because honestly, other than Deadpool, he's been kind of the main creative and humor kind of pop of it. And by the way, I know a lot of people have a lot of differing opinions about it, but the fight between Juggernaut and Colossus is, I know Deadpool 2 is a comedy, but the fight between Juggernaut and Colossus was an awesome fight. I sometimes pop on that movie and just go to that fight and watch again. I really hope he's back.
I mean, I'm very curious if they bring in Negasonic Teenage Warhead and they bring in Colossus, what is the status of mutants in the MCU? And I think, I honestly think that this part of the storyline is going to be Deadpool coming from one universe to another.
I could totally see him talking to Colossus, saying something about, you should stay with the X-Men and Deadpool. Listen, Colossus, how many times I got to go over this? They're not real here. Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see that because you can't, I mean, they're all from that universe. And you know what would be great is if they just have one scene of wherever they go to, wherever it winds up. If they say they're in the MCU and Deadpool's standing there and suddenly, for whatever reason, Evan Peters shows up as Quicksilver and Deadpool's like, wait a minute, how can you be here? He's like, I can't explain this. Yeah, some throwaway joke.
I'm waiting for Kevin Feige to tell me.
Yeah.
Why this worked. Oh, by the way, I saw somebody throw this in the live chat. Almost as important as Colossus and Negasonic. Dupinder.
Oh, yes.
Dupinder has to be there.
Yeah.
He's got to pick him up in a cab at some point or do whatever. Or Dopinder. Did I say Dupinder? I think it's Dopinder. But, and of course, Yukio and there's a lot of great characters to draw from, but I would say the only ones that they really must put in there, although the movie wouldn't fall apart without them, but it is Colossus and Negasonic. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think that Zazie Beetz, and by extension probably Josh Brolin, I can't see one without the other being there, being in Deadpool 3, do you think they're needed to be there? I actually don't think they have to be, but it would be a very welcome bonus if they were. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Hey guys, we want to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month. And now for the plot twist. I'm just kidding, there isn't one. Seriously, Mint Mobile just has premium wireless service from $15 a month. There's no trapping you into a 2-year contract or opening the bill to find these crazy fees. There's no luring you in with free subscriptions to streaming services that you'll forget to cancel and be charged full price for. I used to dread opening my phone bill every month because every time I was opening it, it was like playing roulette. I never knew what the actual price was going to be, and it always seemed to get higher. But not with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. And if you're worried about the complication of switching things over, don't. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your phone number along with all your existing contacts. So guys, get premium wireless from just $15 a month and no unexpected plot twists at mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Seriously, you'll make your wallet very happy at mintmobile.com/Campea.